So, this is where we left off last time. I just flipped the motor over so I could get access to the top of the pistons. I'm probably going to be putting them back exactly where they came out of. There's another technique where you take it, you put it to the other side, and you can rotate it. But I'm probably just going to stick to putting them back where they came out of. Or in the future, I might do that. We'll see how this rest of this goes. So, I'm going to label this kind of weird, but it's going to work for me. So, I'm just going to give the inside of these cylinders just a quick wipe. I found this marker that'll work. So, just label them like this. Where it kind of works. And I'll do the same with the other side, but it'll be the opposite. If you have a paint marker, that'll probably work a lot better. But for now, that'll work. That'll do. I'm gonna flip this over. And then I'm going to start undoing these piston bolts on the caps. Yeah. Just do them a little bit at a time. So you can undo these, just make sure the nut still stays on them. And then you can tap it with a hammer right here, that the cap will come off. You can gently tap it. You see it coming out there. Same with this side. That looks really good. So we'll put this here for now. And I think you can use like a I think they can just drop out actually. Oop, there goes that bearing. There. That piston just slides out real easily. And the rings are all nice and free as well. So, that looks pretty good. And then, I better get that bearing down there. Okay, so I got that bearing up. Now I'm just doing the next one. I'm just going to show you the first two. And I'm going to do the rest of them off camera, because it's going to be tedious watching me do all of them. But the main point is just, get this off. Once again, bearings look pretty good. Sometimes these don't actually come out so good, the pistons. So some people use a really long extension inside of there to get them out. But I got lucky with this one. They're coming out really nicely. This one's bearing stayed on. These rings are also free. Beautiful inside. And then just put these back on where they came off of. And if it helps, you can also lay them out the way you took them off of the motor on your desk or something. So this is number 4 or number 1 on the right side, number 4 on the other side. So I'm just going to get all of these taken off and I will be right back. So all of the pistons have been removed. I did inspect all of them. All the piston rings are really loose, which is good. This moves freely back and forth. There's no odd wear patterns or anything. So they actually look really good. And the bearings look good as well, but I might replace them just because. So everything is a bit of a fresh start. They all came out no problem. All of them were pretty much the exact same. So next is these bearings right here that I'm gonna remove. You can, if you get lost, if you like put them on your bench and don't know where they go anymore, it's fine because they are numbered. So they have this says 1, this is 2, 3, 4, starting from the front of the engine. So you can always find out where they go. If they are not numbered, you better get some numbers on them. There's a nice snap there. All these are loose. I can just undo them with my hands. And I think you can smack them with a hammer on the side if they don't come out right away. I'm not sure, didn't even have to. These bearings also look fantastic. Let's lay these down here, just like that. And I just continue this for the rest of them. I'll have them laid out on the bench over there. So here I have all of the bearings removed after I throw them over. They all look really good, actually. Usually they can tell a story depending on how they're worn, but these look actually pretty good, and they can tell you if your crankshaft is kind of bent in the middle or not, depending how this wears. But these all look good. Now I can go ahead and just very carefully pick this up. I'll set this to the side for temporarily. Looks like one of the bearings came or went with it over there. Yeah, there's also, you can inspect these bearings, see if they are good or not. Also, don't mix them up. I'll probably, off camera, I removed the timing chain and everything, and timing gears. They're pretty loose. I'm not sure how loose they're supposed to be, but I'll look at that before I put everything back together. And I did clean up the surfaces a little bit. Could probably use some more cleaning, but I just did a quick clean. Yeah, so I'll probably go ahead start removing this camshaft. Just 4 bolts on the end here, 13 mil. That's exposed. Not sure if this just slides out or not. The other side looks like some bolts on there too. Okay, when removing this, I am taking it out now apparently. When removing this, be very careful. Do not drop it, because it will absolutely shatter. There. Here's your camshaft. You can inspect this, but everything else in this motor is fantastic, so I don't think there's going to be anything wrong with this. Put this aside as well. And this is 90, well, and this can come off too, this gear here. This was from the distributor. This is not going to get in the way. Aha, this bracket does get in the way. I'll actually put this bracket with the distributor. And that gear just slides out like that. Put that over here. And this can go like that. So this is the motor fully disassembled. Now, this is the time where you can clean all of your surfaces. Get a new freeze plug like I need. Clean all this up. And this seal I'm going to replace as well down here. And then once you're done cleaning, I would just coat these cylinder walls in oil so they don't, just so to prevent some rusting. So, next video, this will be nice and clean. So, I'm in the middle of cleaning everything here, but I wanted to show you guys quickly how to remove these freeze plugs. That way you can get water and stuff in there and it'll just come pouring out the side here. There's freeze plugs on this side as well. So what I do is I get a flat screwdriver, one that you don't really care what you're going to beat with. You can put it on the edge of one of these and just start tapping it, and then this should rotate and you can pull it out with a pair of pliers.